One. Thought I'd upload another one. Which is going to be watching Micharl Phelps' 200 freestyle from the Melbourne World Championships. My personal opinion is the best 200 freestyle to have ever been swam. Managed because of his dominance over the rest of the world. And people said in order to consider himself a great swimmer, he had to challenge Ian Thorpe's 200 freestyle world record, which is what he broke tonight. And I think if we look at the field, in lane number one, you've got Paul Biederman, would later break the world record in the 200 free and beat Phelps at 2009 World Championships, over some controversy, but is mostly overlooked and everyone kind of looks down upon him. Park Tae-won, another big name, 400 champion at the 2008 Beijing Games, so a year after this one. And Peter van den Hoogerman, world and Olympic champion in 100, 200 free at the 2000 Olympics. And obviously, Micharl Phelps, absolute legend. What he did for our sport was amazing. But let's watch the race.
Park Tae-won, the gold medalist in the 400s, also there in lane 2. Rossolino in 3, Monk in 6. There is the world record, 1:44.06, held by Ian Thorpe. It'll take a remarkable swim to better that.
It is.
Ian Thorpe's world record was set at the 2001 World Championships and was said to be one of the greatest world records of all time. So I'll see how Phelps takes care of that.
Great time, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility, especially with these two swimmers pushing each other. I think Ian Thorpe would hate to see it go, but there is a chance that it could fall tonight.
The flags of the competing nations,
I think we should skip
the fans
ahead
largely from the host nation. There is Van den Hoogerman and there is Phelps.
And there's Phelps and Van den Hoogerman.
There's definitely an atmosphere in here.
Paul Biederman.
An electric
This is
atmosphere.
back. This is all back when there were full body suits and leg skins, not as bad as the ones that came in 2008 and 2009, which eventually got them, well, banned, and obviously the 42 world records that were set at 2009. But they all wore them here, and Phelps also wore a full body suit, but it's not as bad. I think it's a Speedo FS2. Let's keep watching.
Well, let's meet these starters. Biederman, the German national champion, in 1.
If we look at the qualification time of 1:48.43, and that's what it took to make the final. If you think back to the 2019 World Championships that happened this year, or last year, it took a 1:45.09 to make the final. And to win he got disqualified for an early start and finishing on the block. Danaz Rapsis, he did a 1:44 low to win and beat Sun Yang. Drug cheat. But you had to be a 1:45.01 or 1:44 high or mid to make the medals at 2019. So to be able to make the final with a 1:48 was drastically different to what it is now. And I think that shows how far we've come in the sport.
He was 7th at the European Championships.
Now, what can this fellow do in the shorter distance, the 200 free? Park Tae-won, relying on his big finish.
He moved to Melbourne a month before the championships to get some training. He's been training with Wayne Laws at the Freeway Waterlines, Canterbury Waterlines, I should say, swimming club, just to get acclimatised, and it proved effective.
Rossolino, the 29-year-old 200 individual medley champ from the Sydney Olympics. Here is Van den Hoogerman, the European champ.
Van den Hoogerman was considered one of the greatest sprinters of all time. He's one of the only people to have done the 100 freestyle double. He won it in 2000 and won it again in 2004 at the Olympics in Sydney and Athens. And he broke the world record in Sydney, and he was honestly, in some people's he was better. He was the best sprinter for his time. But very interesting technique and very, very poor off the blocks.
Sydney gold medalist 7 years ago.
He has never won a World Championship gold medal.
Silver medalist in Athens behind Thorpe.
In 2004, Phelps got bronze in this event, and Van den Hoogenband and Thorpe beat him. But he always said that if he had one more stroke, he would have won that race. So we'll just see what happens here. Qualified with a 1:46.75, would not make the final today.
Listen to the roar. Micharl Phelps, the defending champion, the Baltimore Bullet. 7 Olympic golds in Athens. Here's the Australian hope. He's only 17. He swam 2 personal best times yesterday. Big opportunity here.
Won the Chinese trials. Did Lee.
Juggling, a finalist in Montreal. And making up the field, the Italian Cassio.
Speaking of the world of swimming, there was more money in the sport at this time than there was ever now. Because of the full bodysuits and how expensive they were, there were obviously quite a few sponsorships here, but God, it must have been a great time to have been able to race.
Semi-final time of 1:48.47.
Beedman wearing jammers.
Expect to see Van den Hoogenband. He's swimming in lane
Phelps
4,
on
go
the speed
out
at
hard.
FS2.
Takes the races out fast. The second
Full
100 will
bodysuit.
sort them all out. Van den Hoogenband split 50.42.
Away they go, the men's 200-metre freestyle final. Biederman is in 1, Park in 2,
Let's have a look at that
Rossellino,
start.
the first of the yellow lane.
See how many kicks Phelps does.
Away they go,
1,
the men's
2, 3,
200-metre
4,
freestyle
5, 6,
final.
7.
Biederman is in 1,
7
Park in 2, Rossellino, the
kickouts
first of
compared
the
to
yellow lanes is
Van
Van
den
den Hoogenband, the
Hoogenband's
second,
4.
and away quickly is Phelps.
And
Then
he's already
it's
got
Fun,
half a body length
Jiang
lead.
Min, and also Cassio as we get a
It's
look at them
unbelievable how
underwater
good
up
he was.
towards
He
the first
should have been
turn,
on
and
another
Phelps
level.
is the early leader.
Van den Hoogenband's just starting to peg him back a bit. Phelps did
Underworld
get a
record
great
pace.
start. He was very explosive. And look at him underwater. He's
have a look
gone
at that,
out
Sam.
to the 10-metre mark.
Look at them underwater up towards the first
good
turn,
look
and
at it.
Phelps is the early leader.
How
Van den
many?
Hoogenband's just starting to peg him back a bit.
1,
Phelps did get a
2,
great
3,
start. He was
4,
very
5,
explosive. And look at
6,
him underwater.
maybe
He's
7.
gone out to the 10-metre
And
mark
he's built up
underwater.
another half body length lead.
Just working those
He's
turns as much as
eating
possible, getting
Van
any
den
advantage
Hoogenband
that he
up.
can.
Under world record pace as they went through the first turn. It's Phelps in front from Van den Hoogenband. Rossellino is in third place, and then it's back to Park. Park will want to stay within touch if he's to bring his big finish into play. Still
Phelps turns in a 51.0, and on average nowadays everyone turns at about a 52.45. Blake Perry did it, James Guy did it. On average, it's a 51 mid to 52 low, but out in a 51 is very fast. I think at the time the world record for the 100 free was still a 48.14, and Phelps was not considered a sprinter by any means, and this is a 0.45 under world record pace.
the world record pace. Phelps
Have a look
from
at
Van
that.
den, and then it's back to Park. Park will want to stay within touch if he's to bring his big finish into play.
1,
Still
2,
under world
3,
record pace.
4,
Phelps
5.
from Van den
That's
Hoogenband and
5 out to
Rossellino at the
10
100.
metres. And he's
Phelps
built
is
up
looking
another half body
fantastic. He
Oh,
length lead,
doesn't look
and
out out of
He's
his
trying to
comfort
expand
zone
it.
right now. He's got a
His
fantastic
kick rate's
kick. He's
a
sitting
lot
very
higher
high in the water. He's got
than
that
Van
long
den
loping
Hoogenband.
stroke.
He's got a very loping stroke.
Hoogenband's trying to get up
Very
to him, but
loping.
Phelps is looking
He bounces just slightly and brings his chest out
very
the
in
water.
control of this race.
Van den Hoogenband has cut the deficit. Phelps has a big finish.
Turn
So
1,
does
2,
Park.
3,
It's
4,
Phelps,
5,
Van den
6,
Hoogenband,
7,
and
8.
Marcelino, and they are
8.
half a second under world record.
That turn, he was in oxygen jet, and he still made 8 kickouts off that wall and under world record pace, and is now 4 body length ahead of Van den Hoogenband. It's insane.
Pace, bringing it home, and look
Still
at the
very
turn that
loping.
Phelps got. He is well in front. He's a length and a half in front
It's
of Van
very
den
good, nice
Hoogenband.
distance of
The
stroke
American,
compared to
he's
everyone
going
else in
to
the
shatter the
field.
world record. Phelps, world record, maybe. He's in front. Gold medal coming up. Will it be world record? Phelps,
And the world record, first man under
World
144.
magnificent.
Full body suit. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously wearing the Speedo speed socks from back in the day. But thanks for watching. Catch me in the next one.